Hello all, I'm Dr. Shilpa Kulkarni here. We are beginning with our lecture series on Marketing 4.0, subject code 403 for 4th semester as per the curriculum of Savitribai Phule Pune University. I'm starting with chapter 1, which is Introduction to Marketing 4.0. It is based on intricate observation and analysis of paradoxes in view of digital technology boom. Here we will see how online meet offline, why style must be complemented with substance, and why machine to machine is incomplete without human to human. In the new business environment domain, internet revolution is not something that happened and then bursted, but instead has turned out to be an outgoing, powerful source of new technologies with significant business implications for much of this century. Digital technology is moving at the center of most modern business today, and we will see this in our various topics covered in this chapter. Let me now share my screen. Topics: power shifts to connected customers, shift from exclusive to inclusive, social communities. What do you mean by reverse innovation? Paradoxes of marketing to connected customers, breaking the myths of connectivity, customer co-creation, conversion rate optimization and user experience, negative advocacy versus positive advocacy, and what do you mean by promoted advocacy also, and what are the various influential digital subcultures. We will all be covering in this chapter 1. So there are 5 factors to consider while assessing the growth impact of IT in business world, both today and for the next 5 years. And which are these 5 factors? First one, internet growth of technology convergence, transformation of business enterprise, global access of information, growth of knowledge and info-based economies, and 5th one is emergence of search engines such as Google Plus. We have seen that United States, Germany, and other giant industrial powers, even Japan, are being transformed from industrial-based economies to knowledge and information service-based economies. And manufacturing is now moving to lower-wage countries. So power shifts to the connected customers. How are they? We are going to see that. Marketing is about connecting or balancing machine to machine with human to human connection in order to strengthen the customer enhancement. So let's take a quick look at the critical shifts where we see a movement, of various elements incorporated in transformation from traditional to digital marketing. The first one, from segmentation and targeting to customer community confirmation. So in this, while segmentation and targeting are critical elements in determining brands' marketing strategy, it is important that they also highlight the linear nature of brands' relationship with its customers. How brands make their decisions, from segmentation and targeting. B, from brand positioning and differentiation to brand characters and codes. It is inevitable for traditional positioning and differentiation in marketing to also undergo a change in connected era. So customers today are armed with latest information, abundant of know-how of the products. So even if you want to buy anything, you first search the prices, which is the good products, what are the qualities in this, what are the important qualities in this product which is not there in the other product. You compare the prices, you see where the locations are. So you are all latest, you are armed with the latest information. Customers are abundant in the know-how of the products, which empowers them to be the best judge to purchase the products. And this shows how well the brand has positioned itself in the market. So in the age of digital marketing, brand needs to be dynamic, brand needs to be versatile in what messages it delivers and how it delivers. But what should remain consistent? What should remain consistent? What should remain consistent is the brand character, is the brand codes, regardless of the content of the message it gives. I believe that you all know what is a brand character. The essence of brand character is evident in the features of characteristics and the functional attributes of the products and services offered to the target market. Plus, the marketing and promotional tools and techniques ranging from, you can say, print advertisements, TV commercials, digital banners, social media posts, packaging of the products, hoardings, signages, all this give a character and an innate feel to the customers. Followed? So the perfectly defined character has the power to elevate the normal brand to an iconic brand. A normal brand to an iconic brand with all this packaging. Example I would like to give is of Apple. The brand character of competence signifies the attributes of successful, reliable, and intelligent brand. The giant Apple stand as a testimony to this character, as its products ranging from mobiles to tablets and laptops are highly durable. They offer, you can say, an operational excellence. They are intelligently planned, and the brand is the leader in the market. The brand is the leader in the market. Another, you can say, the high-end retail brands like Michael Kors or Louis Vuitton are the perfect examples of brand character sophistication. Then the soap Dove, brand soap, you know, the soap brand Dove fits the bill of the brand character of sincerity, as its products of soaps, as its products of shampoos and body washes connote the above character elements. Okay, so that's about brand character. When I talk about brand code, a unique code which instantly allows you to recognize the brand. It's the brand. The most obvious brand codes come in the form of visual elements, graphics, or even in sound, and even sometimes in smell. So this includes logos, color schemes, you know, and even the tone of the photography which is used in that. Example is MasterCard, MasterCard has been using their two iconic circle logos, you know, and since 1968. And since then, the brand has been well known for their interlinking circles of red and orange. Both the circles are interlinked with each other, and they are with the red and orange interlinking. You can immediately recognize, oh yes, it's a MasterCard. Now coming to brand voice. Words are an important part of your brand identity. When used effectively, they can shape the way your brand is perceived. So it is not only important as to how your brand looks visually, but it is also important to define how it speaks. That's why your brand requires a definitive style of writing. It requires a definitive style of speaking, referred to as brand, also referred to as what is the tone of your voice. Followed example, Starbucks. Example I have given is Starbucks. Its voice is functional and expressive, which allows the brand to create more space for relevance, for status, connection, and joy. Brand character, brand code, and brand voice. That is in your from brand positioning and differentiation to brand characters and codes. The next C, from selling 4 Ps to commercializing 4 Cs. Co-creation, what are these 4 Cs? Co-creation, currency, communal activation, and conversation. And conversation. Co-creation examples are Unilever, IKEA. I can, give the General Mills or Coca-Cola. Lego, Heineken, BMW, DHL. It includes active involvement of stakeholders to participate in product development stage, give suggestions, help in problem solving so as to produce mutually valued outcome. It will be beneficial for both to the company also as well as to the customers also, which will be beneficial for both. So here we can give you the example from all this. I would like to narrate the example of DHL. Take example of DHL. The world's largest courier is one of the fantastic examples to be quoted from the above. The company initiative invites customers to talk to DHL employees and brainstorm new initiatives to help company performances. They invite the customer. You tell me what is required, what difficulties you have faced. Give me your opinions. So one of the great ideas to come out of these sessions was the parcelopter, a drone used for the deliveries over challenging terrains. Such example shows that co-creation is never out of reach. Even the world's largest company still looks for inventive solutions. They still look for innovation. They still look for creativity, innovative solutions. They have hosted workshops with customers in Germany, in Singapore to give more client satisfaction. So what such a beautiful example of DHL. By currency, dynamic pricing based on data such as customers' historical purchase patterns, preferences, or proximity to the store location can help company achieve optimized profitability by more effectively balancing demand and supply. Nowadays, the e-commerce players make use of big data analytics to offer dynamic pricing. Correct, no? To offer dynamic pricing. So that's about currency. When I talk about communal activation, in this connected world, there is instant access to the products and services, and this calls for a greater community activation needs, wherein peers in close proximity, can serve customer needs and demands, the stores in location. So that's the communal activation. That is communal activation. And conversation, how promotion has transformed into conversation. Social media and other networking platforms have enabled customers to become, more vocal in their response to the brand messages. Customers on trusted online platforms gets engaged in conversations to evaluate brands and services. So that's what is about how promotion has transformed. Come to our just shift from exclusive to inclusive social. So digital and traditional marketing, you all know that it both coexist together and have their own roles play across the customer journey. Both of them have their separate roles, but they still coexist together. Now, traditional marketing still have its effectiveness in building customer awareness, but digital marketing plays an important role as customers build a closer relationship with the brands. They built a closer relationship with the brands now we will see what from 4 P's to 5 A's. Now the approach has been shifted to 5 A's. Which are these 5 A's? Ask, advise, assess, assist, and arrange are basically the steps that make you do the research first. Then suggest a solution, and then help out and sell your product. At micro level, humans are embracing social inclusivity. In the online world, social media has redefined the way people interact with each other, enabling people to build relationships with the brand without any geographic and demographic barriers. right? Even if the person is anywhere in the world, they can still interact with each other. They can still comment on the brands. So in fact, all social media that take a crowdsourcing approach are good examples of social inclusivity. They are good examples of social inclusivity. Social media drives social inclusivity and gives people a sense of belonging to their communities. Brands like Body Shop, example, brands like Body Shop are building a strong commitment to social inclusivity with values such as support community trade. It is also why movements like, Me Too was caught like wildfire. The next one is very important, very important. Reverse innovation. Now, reverse innovation, it is the strategy of innovating in the developing countries and then distributing these products in developed markets. Understand very well. It is the strategy of innovating in the developing countries, the products, It is the strategy of innovating in the developing countries and then distributing these products in developed markets, to tap opportunities in emerging markets and pioneer value segments in wealthy countries. Companies must learn reverse innovation. Companies must learn reverse innovation, developing products in countries like India and China, and then distributing globally. Now, a very good example is GE, that is General Electric. In May 2009, General Electric announced that over next 6 years, it would spend $3 billion to create at least 100 healthcare innovations that would substantially lower the cost, increase access, and improve quality. Now, which were the products? Products were electrocardiogram device and a portable PC-based ultrasound machine. Okay, so the products which were revolutionary, not only because these products were not only revolutionary because of the small size and low price, but they were extraordinary because they were originally developed in emerging economies, that is, developing economies. ECG for rural India and ultrasound machine for rural China, and now are being sold in United States, where they are now pioneering new uses of machines. So here we call the process that developed two machines and take them global reverse innovation, because it is the opposite of globalization. Here we call the process that developed two machines and then you are taking these machines where in the developed countries. So global reverse innovation, because it is the opposite of globalization. Followed? Another example of reverse innovation, Nestle's Maggi brand. Low cost, low fat and dried noodles developed for rural India and Pakistan found a market in Australia and New Zealand as a healthy, budget-friendly alternative. So this is what is meant by reverse innovation. I come to my next slide. Paradoxes of marketing to connected customers. I hope you know the meaning of paradox. Paradoxes, what do you mean by paradox? Paradox, a situation or a statement that seems impossible together, is the meaning of paradox, okay? So paradoxes of marketing to connected customers, we are going to see. Connectivity is arguably the most important game changer in the history of marketing. Connectivity also changed, the way we see competition and consumers. So today, co-creation is so essential. It is important. A company must face a reality that to win, it must collaborate with external parties and even involve customer participation Let's understand 4 paradoxes which are as follows. Which are the 4 paradoxes? Connected customers are independent yet interconnected. What is this? How the connected customers can be dependent and yet they can be interconnected? It's a paradox. They are independent yet interconnected. How? Let's see. The customers has, as you all know, has good knowledge of the products, so they are independent. Agree? Everybody has good knowledge of the products because of the latest technologies in the market. So the customer has good knowledge of the product, so they are independent, but still rely on other connected customers and brand voices to bolster their independence. So first, the research phase, they do the research, so the phase is independent. Then there's a research for online reviews and comments, and then beliefs about a product or service. That is interconnectedness. Clear? So connected customers are independent yet interconnected. Second, connected customers are idealistic yet discriminating. They are idealistic, yet they are discriminating. How? There is a transparency between brands and consumers due to social media. Sometimes customers are increasingly skeptical about brands' authenticity. They are quick to spot mismatches between brands' claimed values and actual use benefits, right? The brand has promised me these values, these results, but actually it's not giving me that. So they are quick nowadays to spot what mismatches are there. So it is very important to have the authenticity. And sometimes customers are becoming skeptical of brands' authenticity because of this, and they are quick to spot the mismatches between the brand's claimed values and actual use benefits. Third one, connected customers are digitally primed yet hands-on. How they are digitally primed yet highly hands-on? No one disputes that the fact that the connected consumers are thinking digital first. But in person, shopping is still going on strong. In fact, Retail Dive reported major growth in store concepts throughout 2018 with the mega brands including IKEA and Barnes and Noble announcing smaller scale stores and e-commerce sites. Connected consumers are also rewarding retailers that integrate their digital and offline presence together. So connected consumers are digitally primed yet highly hands-on. The fourth one, connected consumers are active drivers yet lack confidence in choice. How come? They are active drivers. Why they still lack confidence in choice? We will see that. Our final paradox is that consumers are not passive but are active. Consumers are not passive but are active drivers. The unlimited paradox we learned is the paradox of choice. The unlimited paradox we learned is the paradox of choice. The more choice we have, the more haunted we feel by the prospect of making the wrong choice. Happens? Yes. With more choices, we carry mixed feelings. We are overwhelmed. Anxiety develops. Lack of confidence happens of selecting which one is the best. Am I not choosing the wrong one? Oh, I should choose the right one. So lack of confidence of selecting the best, lack of decision making, influenced by friends, by families, by colleagues. So connected consumers are active drivers and yet lack confidence in choice. So brands that are marketing to connected consumers today must both respect the power consumers have over their own purchasing journey while catering their needs for reassurance and support. That is through easy returns or instant chat-based access to consumer assistance. So this is all we are covering in our first session of Marketing 4.0. And in our next session, we will see the myths of connectivity. And with this, I will end my first session. Thank you.